Good morning, student. Today we'll discuss the Laplace transform. So Laplace transform is a very convenient representation of for signals as well as the linear time invariant system. It can be employed for analysis as well as to obtain the valuable insight into the behavior of the signal. So Laplace transform, we can say it is used for the analysis of the signals, and it is a convenient tool is generally used for the analysis of the signal. So Laplace transform is convenient representation for signals as well as linear time invariant systems. So it can be employed for analysis as well as to obtain valuable insights to obtain the valuable insight into behavior of signals and systems. Okay. So this is very important mathematical tool. So we can write that is x of s is equal to integration from minus infinity to infinity x of t into e raised to power minus st into dt. Okay. So where s is the complex value, the where this x is a complex value, and therefore s is equal to sigma plus j omega. Okay, so further we can write x of s is the Laplace transform of x of t. X of s is the Laplace transform of the x of t, and this x of s we can also write like this: x of s x of s is equal to Laplace of x of t. Okay, therefore our x of t is, we can denote like this: okay, so this is a signal Laplace transform pair. This is called signal Laplace transform pair. Next is the ROC. What is ROC? ROC is the region of convergence. Okay, so region of the S plane or the range of the values. Region of the S plane or the range of values of S for which the Laplace transform converges. So this is the region of the S plane, or we can say it is the range of units range, not units, it is the values, range of values of S. Okay, for which the Laplace transform converges, for which Laplace transform converges. Okay, so if you take the example, example is suppose x of t is equal to e raised to power minus alpha t into u of t. So where alpha is the real, where alpha is real. So the Laplace transform x of s is equal to minus infinity to infinity e raised to power minus alpha t into u of t into e raised to power minus st into dt. Okay, by using the Laplace transform formula, so we can find further minus infinity to infinity e raised to power minus alpha plus s t into dt. So we can combine these terms, and now we can integrate further. So integration of this is e raised to power minus alpha plus s over minus of s plus alpha. Okay, so this is into t, and the limit is 0 to infinity. Okay, or this we can also write also for the simplification purpose, we can also write this alpha plus s plus alpha, s plus alpha. I have written alpha plus s, but for sake of simplicity we can also write like this. Now put the limit and find out. So e raised to power minus infinity, if you put like this, limit will be minus of es plus alpha, and therefore this is equal to s plus alpha. Okay, so s 1 over s plus alpha only if e raised to power, only if e raised to power minus s plus alpha t tends to 0 and for t tends to infinity. Okay, so we have to find the real part of this, the real part of s plus alpha, that should be greater than 0, and therefore the real part of s greater than minus alpha, greater than minus alpha. So this is, we can say, the region of convergence, region of convergence, and therefore the e raised to power minus st into u of t. So what is the Laplace transform? It is a 1 over s plus alpha. So just we have seen an example, that is e raised to power minus st into ut. Laplace transform is 1 over s plus alpha. And what is the, if the real part of s must be greater than minus alpha, and therefore this is a region of convergence, or the, we can say, region of convergence. So we can show for this on the s plane, that is sigma, and this is the imaginary part, this is real part, this is imaginary part, and your region of convergence is greater than minus alpha. So minus alpha, we can say it is lying somewhere else, somewhere here, minus alpha, and therefore region of convergence is greater than minus alpha. Therefore this is your region of convergence, where your system will converge, and this is the real part of, yes, this is the real part of, yes. So reason for the convergence of this is, region of convergence for e raised to power minus alpha t into u of t. This is the region of convergence for e raised to power minus alpha t ut. Now consider, suppose consider now x of t is equal to minus e raised to power minus alpha t into u of minus t. Okay, so this is the example is given to you, and now this is non-zero only for t is less than or equal to 0. This unity function non-zero only for t is less than or equal to 0. So now we have to find the Laplace transform of this given signal. The signal is so x of s is equal to integration over minus infinity to infinity minus e raised to power minus alpha t u of minus t into e raised to power minus st into dt by using the Laplace transform formula. We have written like this. Okay, so next, and this we can write here minus infinity to 0. As this is the negative sign, we can put a limit, we can find the integration from minus infinity to 0, change the limit, and therefore we can e raised to power, if you change this negative sign, minus s plus alpha t into dt. Okay, so if you find the so the integration is e raised to power minus s plus alpha over s plus alpha limit is minus infinity to 0. Okay, so by putting this limit, we can now find this e raised to power 0, it is 1. So it will become 1 over s plus alpha and e raised to power infinity 0. Okay, so this e raised to power s plus alpha t, this will tends to 0 for suppose t is less than 0. Only if the real part of s plus alpha, that should be less than 0, and therefore we can write here the real part of s that should be less than minus alpha, and that is the region of convergence, and this is your region of convergence. So we can write for this, the signal is given to you e raised minus e raised to power minus alpha t u of minus t, and the Laplace transform of this is 1 over s plus alpha, and the region of convergence we can show like this. So this is the s plane sigma, and this is a j omega. Okay, so here the region of convergence, that is real part of s is less than minus alpha. So alpha is suppose somewhere else, and it is a minus sign, and now your region of convergence will lie on this left side of this minus alpha line. The region of convergence will lie on the left side of this. So this is the real part of s which is less than minus alpha, which is less than minus alpha. Okay, so this is the Laplace transform if the real part of s is less than minus alpha, and this is the region of convergence. This is the region of convergence. So now we can write here both e raised to power minus alpha t u of minus t and e raised to power, this is minus sign, e raised to power minus alpha t ut. These both have the same Laplace transform. These both have same Laplace transform. So two distinct signals, the two distinct signals but have the same Laplace transform. E raised to power minus alpha t u of t 1 over s plus alpha, and the region of convergence here, the real part of s is greater than minus alpha. Okay, and for second e raised to power minus alpha t into u of minus t, the Laplace transform is same, but the region of convergence for this is real part of s must be less than minus alpha. Here it is greater than minus alpha, and here it is less than minus alpha. So this is the region of convergence. Even though they have the same Laplace transform, but the region of the convergence is different. Okay, that we have to keep this in mind. So the same Laplace transform, but of different region of convergence. Same Laplace transform, but of different region of convergence. For Laplace transform to be unique, for Laplace transform to be unique, ROC must also be specified as a part of Laplace transform. Region of convergence must be specified. Must be specified as part of Laplace transform. Okay. So next is Laplace transform of the different functions. Okay, the unit impulse function, we'll consider first the unit impulse okay. So unit impulse function x of t is equal to del of t. This is the unit impulse function, and the Laplace transform of this unit impulse function Laplace transform of this is minus infinity to infinity del of t, and this is e raised to power minus st into dt is equal to Laplace transform of del t. So e raised to power minus st Laplace transform of delta t for t is equal to 0, and this is equal to 1. And therefore, the region of convergence is all S. 1 means the entire S plane. So what is the region of convergence for this? The region of convergence for all S. Entire S plane. So region of convergence is entire S plane. So next is the unit step function. So unit step function is given x of t is equal to u of t, and the Laplace transform of this unit function u of t we can write like this: minus infinity to infinity u of t into e raised to power minus st into dt. So this is according to the formula. We can put this in the formula, and now this is unity, so therefore its integration is e raised to power minus st over minus s, then the limit is 0 to infinity. Okay, because here we have to change the limit, as the unity function is from 0 to infinity, and it will be 0 for less than 0. So we can write and substitute the limit, and what we'll get here: e raised to power 0 infinity, it is 0 minus, if we put here 0, we'll get 1 over minus s. So when the real part of s is greater than 0, okay, this is when the real part of s is greater than 0. When a real part of s is greater than 0. So we can write this, what will be the, it is 1 over s. So for the real part of s, that should be the greater than 0, and this is a region of convergence. This is the region of convergence. Next we'll take the another example, that is a Laplace transform of cos of omega naught t into u of t. Okay, therefore the Laplace transform, this we can find from 0 to infinity cos of omega naught t into e raised to power minus st into dt. Okay, so we can, for simplification purpose, we can substitute the formula for cos omega t. Therefore 0 to infinity, it is 1 by 2 e raised to power minus j omega naught t plus e raised to power j omega naught t into e raised to power minus st into dt. Okay, so we can further simplify this. We can take constant outside the integration sign, and here it is a 0 to infinity, and we can here write minus s plus j omega naught t dt sorry, plus half into 0 to infinity zero to infinity e raised to power minus s minus j omega naught t into dt. So this is I have splitted the terms. Now after splitting the terms, I can hello. ठीक है, ठीक ठीक ठीक. So half e raised to power minus s plus j omega naught t by minus s plus j omega naught. So after integration, we get like this. Put the limit from 0 to infinity plus second half parts half into e raised to power minus s minus j omega naught t by minus s minus j omega naught. So this is the limit is again 0 to infinity, and now we have to put the limit and find the Laplace transform of these terms. If you put the limit, we will get here, this is half into, if you put e raised to power minus infinity, that will be again 0. If you put 0 limit, we will get 1 over s plus j omega naught. Negative negative sign will be positive. Okay, so here this is the value plus half into 1 over s minus j omega naught. Further, we can solve half into 1 over s plus by taking 2 out half outside the bracket. So if you solve this, we'll get half into 2s divided by s square plus omega naught square, if you solve this. So further, we'll get here s over s square plus omega naught square. So this is the Laplace transform of this. So further we can write here Laplace transform of cos of omega naught t into u of t is equal to s by s square plus omega naught square. Okay, so this is the Laplace transform. Next is the properties of Laplace transform. X1 of t, that is a x1 of s. So what is the region of convergence? It is a R1, and x2 of t, x2 of s, and the region of convergence is, suppose for this is region R2. माझा क्लास होता क्लास झाल्यावर येऊ का? हो. So next is A1 x1 of t plus A2 x2 of t. So this is A1 x1 of s